Today is day 5 of my vacation, whatever you want to call it. I am currently 6 hours and 57 minutes fasted. Well, you all saw what the weight was on the scale this morning, and honestly, I am a little bit surprised. It wasn't what I expected at all, and a lot of that was because of what happened yesterday. Yesterday, I was completely thrown off of what I was expecting to do. I was expecting to at least get some kind of steps in, a little workout for myself, and it wasn't something that I could find time for because yesterday was a lot of traveling. It was literally sit in a car, go eat, meet friends and family, go sit in a car, eat, go meet friends and family. Literally gone from like 8 a.m. until 11 p.m. and literally nothing else for me to do in between that time. One thing I knew I could control though was my fasting, and that's why I got a 20+ hour fast in. At least for me, I can look at that as a win. The refeeding part is always going to be the hardest part. You've all seen what I eat, how much I can eat, and while that is something I am still working on, I've noticed those little changes, especially when it comes to eating desserts and eating other snacks in between. I'm always trying to look for protein. I'm always trying to look for vegetables and fruits. And what I've given myself, what I've noticed happening lately is the dessert part of it. And I kind of want to fill that sweet tooth that I have in me. I usually try to save it towards the end of the day. Still not the best thing to do, and I don't know if that's something I'm going to continue doing throughout here, but I'm trying to rein it in as much as possible. If I can keep myself under 150, which I don't really think is going to happen if this is going to be a continuous thing for the next 3+ weeks, it would be great, but that's something we're just gonna have to play out. It's currently 6:20 a.m. here. I am at the airport. We're actually hopping onto a flight to go to another part of the Philippines. I was up at 4 this morning. Tired, but it's okay. The last couple days have been a lot of eating and sitting, and as you saw on the scale, I'm up again, so trying to mitigate that damage. We'll see what that looks like as the next couple days go on. So I think where we're going though, I'll have an opportunity to sleep more. That's, I think, one of the things that's been really tough for me. I haven't had a lot of sleep, so I want to see if I can catch up with that. I think there's a gym at the place we're going to, so that might be an opportunity for me there. Really, a lot of it comes down to diet again. The one thing that is the hardest part for me, so we'll see what that looks like. All right, I'm at a lounge here, so it feels a little weird talking in here. Okay, bye. Can you hear that? I don't know if you can, but I'm literally poolside, and they are, I guess they have some guest singer. Yeah, I'm in Boracay here in the Philippines, and we're at this really fancy resort style place, which is great. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful out here. Also, it's a little cheesy, but you know, it's a good mix, especially with how things have been with me the last couple of days. Sorry about my bedhead here. Literally just woke up from a, I think, 3.5 hour nap, which was amazing, by the way. The thing about vacation is, I think rest is really important. whether you're on vacation or not, and I haven't had a lot of that. I'm currently 21 hours and 15 minutes fasted, and you know what? I'm actually fasting today. I'm gonna fast the entire night on vacation. So I wanna go ahead for a second and actually talk about that. I get it, vacation is vacation, and I should be enjoying myself, and I should be doing all of these things, and you know what? I agree with you 100%. But also, I don't really know if a switch has flipped in my brain, which is a very, very weird thing for me to say. I have not been sick in a while, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm a little stuffy. My throat is a little sore. And I'm not sick by any means, but where did this come from? Especially in the last 15 months where I've been pretty good cold-wise, whatever. And then I started thinking about it, and I said, am I getting run down? Am I pushing too much? So let me talk about this. The first day on vacation, I literally had maybe 3 hours of sleep because I had to get on a plane and was up for 25 plus hours because not only did I have to get on a 15-hour flight, but then there was a 3-hour layover and then another 5 hours in the air again. And then the travel from Aquino Airport to the hotel. The thing is, the next couple of days afterwards was just a blur. There was so much travel. I'm out here with family. I'm seeing family I haven't seen in decades. I'm seeing other people I've never seen it in my entire life. This is the first time I've been in the Philippines in 35 years. So there's a lot going on and there's a lot of travel involved. The last 2 days, we've probably been sitting in a car for 12 hours. It would be 3 hours to one place, 2 hours to another, an hour and a half to another 3 hours elsewhere, sitting in traffic. For someone like me who is recently so active, it is just hard to just sit and do nothing. To make it worse, when you're just sitting in a car and doing nothing else, and then you're just eating in between, oh man, it isn't a good feeling. It used to be a great feeling for me. Eating in the car, having snacks on a road trip. I mean, I still love a lot of these things, but the association to what I used to do to who I am today is very different. And I think it's starting to really speak to me in a different way. Last night's refeed was kind of a sign for me. So later in the evening, we went out to just some random Japanese place here. Probably should have saved it for Japan, but that's okay. And after being a little disappointed with dinner, I ended up having some buko pie that my aunt had bought me, and I ate quite a bit of it. I think I ate either more than a quarter's worth, and if you then tie all of these things together, no sleep, no exercise, sitting in a car doing nothing, eating anything and everything in between, it didn't feel good. And if you told that to me 2 years ago, it probably would have felt like the best thing in the world. I wouldn't have cared about sleep. I wouldn't have cared about exercise. All I would have cared about is what I'm eating and how it made me feel to eat all that food, and the moment I would get to do something like that again. This morning, I got up at around 4 something in the morning. I think I had maybe 3.5 hours of sleep because we had to hop on a plane, then getting up super early in the morning, waiting in line to get through the airport, getting to the hotel somewhere at, I think it was around 11 o'clock. The first thing we did was, let's go get lunch. And for me, when I found out that they had a gym here, even though I only had 3 hours of sleep, I had no steps in for the day except maybe the airport part and getting from place to place with my luggage. I said, I'll skip lunch. And I found myself on the treadmill for the next hour. Later on, I met my family. They were still having lunch. They were poolside. It was great. They were having a great time, and I love that for them. I decided that I wouldn't have anything. Just ended up having some water, had a Coke Zero. Afterwards, I got up to the hotel, took a shower, and just laid in bed. We had plans to get dinner tonight at around 6 o'clock, and I slept through it. I woke up at around 6:45, and my family's out to dinner right now. I don't know exactly where they went. They said they wait for me, and I said, we'll just link up tomorrow. Yeah, maybe I'm a little hungry, but I'm not in this place of starvation, right? I've eaten so much in the last couple of days that it's good to kind of have a break in between. I don't really know what any of this means, except I think things are just a little different for me. I think I prioritize health in a different way that just wasn't a thing for me before, and I don't know, I kind of like that.